You were not born lazy. You were engineered to be distracted, conditioned to be comfortable, and trained to chase what does not matter. And in 2026, if you do not wake up consciously, the system will quietly own your time, your focus, your ambition, and eventually your entire life. You wake up and reach for your phone before your feet touch the ground. That is not weakness, that is programming. Every notification, every short video, every endless scroll is designed by teams of neuroscientists and behavioral experts whose job is simple: capture your attention and never give it back. Your attention is the new oil, and you are the oil field. The system does not want you strong, it wants you entertained. It does not want you disciplined, it wants you comfortable. Comfort is profitable. Distraction is profitable. Confusion is profitable. A focused, self-directed human being is dangerous because they are hard to control. Look around. Most people are exhausted but not productive, busy but not progressing, consuming but not creating. They feel behind, yet they spend hours every day feeding platforms that do not pay them back. This is not an accident. It is an ecosystem built to keep you passive. In school, you were trained to follow instructions, memorize information, and wait for permission. Rarely were you trained to think independently, question systems, or build something from nothing. Then adulthood arrived and the script continued. Work hard, stay safe, don't take risks, trade your time for money. Repeat for 40 years. But 2026 is different. Automation is rising. Artificial intelligence is replacing repetitive tasks. Information is everywhere. The only thing becoming rare is deep focus and independent thinking. And yet the system is making those two things almost impossible to maintain. You think you're lazy because you cannot focus for more than 10 minutes. The truth is, you are overstimulated. Your brain has been flooded with micro-dopamine hits for years. Short videos, fast edits, instant gratification. Your nervous system has forgotten what patience feels like. Real growth is slow. Real skill building is boring at first. Real wealth is built in silence. But the system rewards noise. It pushes trends, outrage, comparison, and constant novelty. If you are always chasing what is new, you will never master what is meaningful. Escape does not mean running away to a forest. Escape means regaining control while living inside the system. It means becoming intentional instead of reactive. Step 1 is awareness. You must admit that your attention has been hijacked. Track your screen time for 1 week without changing anything. Just observe. The number will shock you. Hours that could have been invested in learning, building, networking, or improving your body are gone. Not stolen forcefully, but surrendered voluntarily. Step 2 is reclaiming your mornings. The first hour of your day programs your mind. If you start it with chaos, comparison, and scrolling, your brain remains scattered. If you start it with silence, reading, writing, planning, or training, your brain strengthens. For the next 30 days, protect your first hour. No phone, no social media, no news, just you and deliberate action. Step 3 is dopamine reset. Not extreme isolation, not deleting every app forever, but reducing unnecessary stimulation. Pick 2 days per week where you avoid short-form content entirely. Replace it with long-form reading, deep work, or real conversations. At first, it will feel uncomfortable. That discomfort is withdrawal. It means your brain is recalibrating. Step 4 is building focus like a muscle. In 2026, the ability to concentrate for 90 uninterrupted minutes is a superpower. Start with 30 minutes. Phone on airplane mode. Single task. No switching. No multitasking. Increase gradually. Within 3 months, your cognitive strength will be noticeably higher than most people around you. Step 5 is upgrading your inputs. You become what you consume. If your daily input is gossip, outrage, and entertainment, your output will be shallow. If your input is books, skill-based learning, strategic thinking, and high-level conversations, your output will evolve. Curate your information diet like your life depends on it, because it does. The system sells you comfort disguised as freedom, food delivered instantly, entertainment available endlessly, opinions fed algorithmically. But comfort without growth leads to quiet regret. You feel safe, yet unfulfilled, busy, yet empty. To escape in 2026, you must choose discomfort strategically. Wake up earlier than necessary. Train your body even when you do not feel like it. Learn skills that the market values instead of only consuming what entertains you. Build something that exists outside your employer's approval. The job market is shifting fast. Routine work is being automated. Creativity, strategy, communication, and adaptability are rising in value. If you are not upgrading your skills consistently, you are slowly becoming replaceable. The system will not warn you. It will simply move on. Build leverage. Leverage is when your effort multiplies. It can be digital skills, content creation, coding, sales, investing, or building a personal brand. It doesn't matter which path you choose. What matters is that you stop trading only time for money. But here's the deeper layer. Laziness is often fear in disguise. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of starting and not being perfect. The system amplifies comparison so you stay paralyzed. You see someone ahead of you and assume they were always there. You do not see the years of invisible work. Action cures fear, not thinking, not planning endlessly. Take imperfect action daily, small but consistent. 10 pages read, 1 workout done, 1 skill practiced, 1 idea tested. Over 365 days, that compounds into transformation. Your environment matters more than motivation. If your phone is beside you, you will check it. If junk food is in front of you, you will eat it. If disciplined people surround you, you will rise. Design your environment to support the identity you want to build. Identity shift is the final key. Stop saying, "I am trying to be disciplined." Say, "I am becoming disciplined." Stop saying, "I want to escape." Say, "I am building my exit." Your brain follows identity faster than goals. In 2026, escaping the system does not mean rejecting technology. It means mastering it. Use tools instead of being used. Create more than you consume. Build more than you browse. Most people will not change. That's your advantage. While they scroll, you study. While they complain, you build. While they wait for motivation, you act without it. Freedom is not given. It is constructed quietly through daily choices that no one applauds. You do not need to go viral. You need to go consistent. 1 year from now, you will either be proud of the discipline you built or regretful of the time you lost. The system will continue running exactly as it is. The only variable is you. And the truth is simple. You are not lazy. You are distracted. You are not incapable. You are overstimulated. You are not behind. You are unfocused. Reclaim your focus. Reclaim your mornings. Reclaim your standards. Reclaim your future. This is how you begin to escape.
If you truly want to escape in 2026, you must understand something uncomfortable. The system does not need chains to control you anymore. It uses convenience. It uses comparison. It uses endless options. When everything is available instantly, commitment becomes rare. When entertainment never stops, silence becomes unbearable. And when everyone has a voice online, very few people actually develop one worth listening to. The system thrives on fragmentation, fragmented attention, fragmented goals, fragmented identity. You start one thing, then switch. You set a goal, then doubt it. You feel motivated, then scroll it away. This cycle slowly convinces you that you lack discipline, when in reality, you lack structure. Structure is freedom, not the other way around. Most people wake up and let the day attack them. Messages, emails, notifications, requests. By noon, they are mentally drained without creating anything meaningful. If you want to escape, your day must become intentional warfare. You must attack the day before it attacks you. Plan tomorrow before you sleep. Write down 3 critical tasks that move your life forward. Not 10, not 20, 3. If you complete those 3 consistently, your trajectory changes. Progress is not about intensity, it is about direction plus consistency. Now let's talk about energy. You think you need motivation. What you actually need is energy management. Sleep is not laziness, it is strategic recovery. Poor sleep destroys focus, mood, and discipline. In 2026, the most underrated competitive advantage is being well-rested in a world of exhausted people. Train your body hard enough that your mind becomes sharper. Lift weights, run, practice martial arts, do calisthenics. It does not matter. Physical discomfort trains psychological resilience. When you voluntarily suffer in training, you become stronger in business, in study, in life. The system makes you soft because softness is easier to control. Comfort kills hunger. Hunger builds empires. Another trap you must escape is the identity of a consumer. From childhood, you were conditioned to consume. Watch this, buy this, follow this, like this. Very few were trained to produce, to build, to create value from nothing. In 2026, producers win, consumers complain. Start small, write online, document your learning journey, share insights, build digital assets, learn skills that can exist without a physical location. The internet is a battlefield. Most people are spectators. Become a builder. But do not confuse visibility with value. Many chase followers, few chase mastery. Mastery compounds silently. Trends expire. Skill remains. If you dedicate 2 focused hours daily to a valuable skill for the next 365 days, you will accumulate over 700 hours of deliberate practice. That alone separates you from 95% of people. While they scroll thousands of hours, you invest hundreds. You must also learn to sit in boredom. Boredom is the doorway to creativity. The system eliminates boredom because boredom leads to thinking, and thinking leads to independence. When you stop filling every empty second with stimulation, ideas emerge, clarity emerges, direction emerges. Financial escape requires strategy. Save aggressively, invest intelligently, avoid lifestyle inflation. The system wants you upgrading your lifestyle every time your income rises. Bigger phone, bigger car, bigger rent. Meanwhile, your freedom shrinks. Live below your means while building above your potential. Debt is modern slavery when used irresponsibly. If you owe your future income to past impulses, you are trapped. Escape requires margin. Margin gives options. Options create power. Choose your circle carefully. If everyone around you normalizes mediocrity, you will too. If everyone complains about the economy but does nothing to upgrade themselves, that mindset will infect you. Proximity shapes ambition. You do not need many friends, you need aligned ones. Now understand this, escaping the system is lonely at first. When you reduce social media usage, some people will think you disappeared. When you stop gossiping, some will feel uncomfortable. When you focus intensely, distractions will try harder to pull you back. That resistance is proof you're changing. In 2026, attention is currency. If you control your attention, you control your life. If others control it, they control your direction. Create non-negotiables: daily reading, daily movement, daily deep work, daily reflection. Even on bad days, do the minimum version. Consistency beats intensity. Let's talk about fear again, but deeper. Fear of irrelevance, fear that you are already behind, fear that technology is moving too fast. The truth is, the future belongs to adaptable people. You do not need to know everything. You need to learn how to learn fast. Metaskill is the ultimate escape tool. Learning how to break down complex problems, test quickly, iterate rapidly. This makes you anti-fragile. When industries shift, you shift faster. Stop waiting for perfect clarity. Clarity comes from movement, not from overthinking. Action produces data. Data produces adjustment. Adjustment produces growth. Also, understand the emotional trap of outrage. The system feeds you constant controversy because anger keeps you engaged, but anger rarely builds wealth or peace. Limit outrage consumption. Focus on what you can control. You cannot control global politics. You can control your habits. You cannot control algorithms. You can control your output. You cannot control other people's success. You can control your effort. Escaping in 2026 requires radical responsibility. No blaming your past, no blaming your country, no blaming your parents. Acknowledge reality, then move strategically within it. Time is compressing. Technology accelerates cycles. What used to take 10 years now takes 2. That is terrifying for the unprepared and exciting for the disciplined. You can build an audience, a business, or a portfolio faster than ever before, but only if you focus long enough to execute. The biggest illusion is thinking you have time. Years disappear quietly. One more scroll, one more lazy weekend, one more delayed project. Then suddenly 5 years pass and nothing substantial changed. Start measuring your life in seasons, not vague futures. What will you build in the next 90 days? What skill will you improve? What habit will you lock in? Short cycles create urgency. Remember this: motivation follows action, not the other way around. You will rarely feel like starting. Start anyway. After 10 minutes, momentum builds. After 30, focus deepens. After 90, you feel unstoppable. Guard your mental environment. Limit exposure to people who constantly complain. Complaining rewires the brain for helplessness. Solution-oriented thinking rewires it for power. Gratitude is not weakness. It stabilizes ambition. Be grateful for what you have while aggressively building what you want. This balance prevents burnout. Also, redefine success. The system defines it as visibility, luxury, applause. Real success is autonomy, control over your time, the ability to choose projects, the ability to say no. Money is important, but control is the ultimate prize. As you escape, you will notice something powerful. You become calmer. When you're not addicted to constant stimulation, your baseline anxiety drops. When you are building consistently, your self-respect increases. When you keep promises to yourself, confidence grows naturally. Self-trust is built through micro-integrity, doing what you said you would do, especially when no one is watching. 2026 will reward builders, thinkers, disciplined creators, adaptable learners, and emotionally regulated individuals. It will punish the chronically distracted. The system made you lazy by overstimulating you, comforting you, distracting you, and teaching you to consume more than you create, but it cannot stop you from deciding differently. Decide that your focus is sacred. Decide that your time is valuable. Decide that your body deserves strength. Decide that your mind deserves clarity. You do not need a dramatic escape. You need daily rebellion against distraction, small acts of discipline repeated relentlessly.
One day you will look back and realize there was a turning point. It was not when everything felt easy. It was when you chose to act despite discomfort. Escape is not an event. It is a process. And the process starts every single morning when you wake up and choose creation over consumption, discipline over comfort, clarity over chaos. The system may be powerful, but your decisions, repeated daily, are stronger. Now the question is simple. Will you scroll or will you build?